Let's start with the number, because the number is insane. $1.75 trillion. That's the valuation SpaceX is targeting. At $135 a share, the company is trying to raise around $75 billion in a single day. To understand how big that is, the previous record holder was Saudi Aramco, the most profitable oil company on Earth back in 2019. They raised $29 billion. SpaceX is aiming to raise more than double that. It's not breaking the record, it's lapping it. When the ticker SPCX lights up on the Nasdaq, it won't just be a stock debut. It'll be a milestone. The moment private space stopped being a billionaire's hobby and became something the rest of us could buy into. But here's what makes this unbelievable. Not exciting, unbelievable. In 2008, SpaceX was dead. 3 rocket launches, 3 failures, each one taking millions of dollars and years of work and turning it into a fireball over the Pacific. Elon Musk had poured nearly everything he had into it. One more failure, and the company was finished. They had money for exactly one more launch. On the 4th attempt, September 28, 2008, the Falcon 1 reached orbit, the first privately built liquid-fueled rocket to ever do it. They made it by a thread. Weeks from collapse, they cracked open the door to space. Think about that the next time someone tells you it's too late to start. SpaceX was one launch away from being a footnote. Instead, it's about to become the biggest IPO in human history. So why is a rocket company worth more than almost every bank, every car maker, every oil giant on the planet? 2 words: Starlink. Most people think SpaceX makes its money from rockets. It doesn't. The rockets are the delivery truck. The real business is what they put into orbit. Thousands of small satellites beaming high-speed internet to every corner of the planet. Deserts, oceans, war zones, villages that have never had a phone line, let alone broadband. Starlink now makes up the majority of SpaceX's revenue. The company is projecting $22 to $24 billion in revenue this year, and it's growing fast. Investors aren't buying a rocket company. They're buying the company that's quietly building the internet of the entire planet, and eventually, other planets too. The rockets get the headlines. Starlink pays the bills. And here's the twist that makes June 12th different from every other mega IPO. Normally, when a company this size goes public, regular people get crumbs. The big banks and hedge funds take the shares before they ever hit the open market. By the time you and I can buy in, the easy money is gone. This time, Musk is doing something almost unheard of. Reports say SpaceX wants to allocate up to 30% of its shares to retail investors, everyday people. That's 3 to 6 times more than a typical IPO. There's even a dedicated event planned for around 1,500 retail investors the day before launch. Whatever you think of Musk, this is a deliberate move to let the public own a piece of the space economy, not just Wall Street. Now, I'd be doing you a disservice if I only gave you the hype. Going public is a double-edged sword. The moment SPCX starts trading, the swings can be violent. Analysts have scenarios ranging from a 40 to 60% jump to a 30 to 50% drop in the first 90 days. Some firms argue the company may be overvalued. A newly listed stock with this much hype can move in ways that have nothing to do with how good the rockets are. So if you're tempted to jump in on day one, go in with your eyes open. This is history. It is not a guaranteed payday. Never invest money you can't afford to lose. And this is not financial advice. But step back from the stock price for a second. What's really happening on June 12th is bigger than a ticker symbol. A company that nearly died in a desert in 2008 is about to hand ownership of humanity's path to the stars to the public. The rockets that land themselves, the satellites blanketing the Earth, the dream of Mars. For the first time, that future has a price tag and a seat at the table for the rest of us. June 12, 2026, the day the stars went public. If this video helped you understand what's actually happening, hit subscribe.